So which are your favorite pieces so far?
I like the top left and the bottom right.
Okay.
Tim Watson is the Vice President of Sales at the T Collection,
Really vivid colors.
a small wholesaler that specializes in children's clothing.
What's the price point?
This will be $45.
Today, he's pitching one of his retailers their new spring line for girls.
And here you start to really feel spring. Just lots of liveliness.
Yeah, that's cute.
If you want to put together,
And he's using IT software to help close the deal.
we have this new website that we put up just for retailers.
So I don't have to call my sales
Right.
rep. I can just do it online.
Yep, exactly.
The T Collection was started in 2002 by Lee Rowden and Emily Meyer. Early on, they had a unique vision.
It was kind of a reaction to No Ducks and Bunnies that was going on in the kids market, and that there could be I had a vision to make something a little more sophisticated.
This was one of the best sellers. Yeah.
Both are experienced businesswomen, but with very different skills. Rowden is the entrepreneur, Meyer the creative force. Both dreamed of starting a small business at an early age.
We have this saying that Lee's father taught her to spell the word entrepreneur when she was 2 years old. It's been in her blood and soul to start and operate her own business.
Yes, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but Emily's been sewing since she was 3 years old. So she's been clearly in the right career this whole time, but I certainly would never be in fashion design on my own, and nor would she probably be in entrepreneurship.
The inspiration for their company and clothing line comes from various countries and cultures.
We made a trip to Brazil and visited the most famous Cathedral Metropolitana, and we were completely captivated by this stained glass. We've taken that pattern and interpreted it into a print that we can create on a dress.
Meyer and her team use design software to make the dress come to life.
It's this garment that turns into this precious little look.
Clothes are designed at a rapid pace, from shirts and sweaters to dresses. But having beautiful garments is only the first step. T Collection has implemented software to sell their line across the country.
Okay, yeah, I think we should take a look over here in the North Shore of Long Island. Seems like there's a lot of uncovered territory there.
The executives at T Collection use the software to target new prospects
So it looks like there's a good opportunity for you just outside of Salt Lake City.
and find regions that aren't oversaturated with children's clothing.
Essentially, this is a geographic data mapping software. And so we identify the zip codes that match what we think are the right demographics for a tea store. Then we layer on top of that so we can see this is the landscape where we think the best places for tea stores are, and this is where we already have tea stores. Then we layer onto that leads or prospects that we have in those areas. A yellow dot and the green area, that signifies the sales rep, this is somebody that we ought to pursue.
The T Collection has also created a back-end tool for their retailers that makes it easier to place orders over the web. But even with all these new tools, growing pains remain.
The biggest challenges with technology is integration, so that you have multiple systems, and when they don't integrate automatically, then you're depending on people to make those connections, and that could take a lot of time.
Today, the company is profitable, growing at more than 50% a year. 1% of sales is spent on IT, and they believe technology is the perfect fit.
The business wouldn't be possible without technology, because you'd have to have so many more people getting the work done, and the business couldn't support that. And nothing would be on time, and there'd be a lot more mistakes.
For BNet, I'm Sumi Das.